No cruel people making ruthless judgments about the gullible young woman she had been. Armed with both lights, she moved purposefully out of the great room, through the massive kitchen and toward the utility room. The door between the kitchen and the utility room was insulated, the first barrier between the lodge and the bitter, rattling winds. She opened that door, took a breath of the even chillier air, stepped into the utility room and shut herself in. There she donned socks, boots, ski pants, an insulated shirt, a cold-weather blanket cut with armholes, a knit hat, and an ancient, full-length sealskin, Aleut-made coat with a hood. She checked the outside temperature. Colder now, 40 below, and with the wind howling. The wind chill would be 60 below, 70 below, who knew? Who cared? Exposed skin froze in extreme cold, and add the wind chill? She wrapped a scarf around her face and the back of her neck, then unwrapped it to secure the headlamp low on her forehead, then wrapped herself up again, trying to cover as much skin as she could before she faced the punishing weather. She pointed her big flashlight at the generator checklist posted on the wall and read, Hawley's reasons why the generator will fail to start. The generator is new and well tested, so the problem is 1. Loose battery cable. Solution. Tighten. 2. Corroded battery connection. Solution. Use metal terminal battery brush to clean connections and reattach. 3. Dead battery. Solution. Change battery in the autumn to avoid ever having to change it in the middle of a major fucking winter storm. If she wasn't standing there alone in the dark in the bitter cold, she would have grinned. The owner of the fishing camp, Hawley Fago, taught his employees Hawley's rules. He had them for every occurrence of the fishing camp, and that last sounded exactly like him. The generator used a car battery, and, as instructed, in the autumn she had changed it. This was her second year dealing with the battery, and she felt secure about her work. So probably this failure was a loose connection or corrosion. Either way, she could fix it and save the lodge from turning into a solid ice cube that wouldn't thaw until spring. That was, after all, her job. She shivered. So much better than her last job, the one that led to her conviction for a gruesome double murder. Okay, Petey, let's grab that metal battery cleaner thingy and get the job done. Which sounded pretty easy when she talked to herself about it. But when she pulled on the insulated ski gloves, they limited her dexterity. Out of the corner of her eye, a light blinked out. She looked back into the lodge's great room. The nightlights were failing, and soon she really would be alone in the absolute darkness, facing the memories of that long-ago day in the basement. Good incentive to hurry. She grabbed the wire battery connection cleaner thingy and moved to the outer door. There she paused and pictured the outdoor layout. A loosely built lean-to protected the generator from the worst of the weather while allowing the exhaust to escape. That meant she wasn't stepping out into the full force of the storm. She would be as protected as the generator itself, which was apparently not well enough since the damned thing wasn't working. She gathered her fortitude and eased the outer door open. The wind caught it, yanked it wide, and dragged her outside and down the steps. She hung on to the door handle, flailed around on the frozen ground, and when she regained her footing, she used all her strength to shove the door closed again. Then she was alone, outside, in a killer storm, in the massive, bleak wilderness that was Alaska. 2. Some might say Petey was stupid to put herself in this situation. She had to agree. Except, no, really, she had to agree. Her forehead light scarcely pierced the dark of the night and the dark of the storm, so she groped in her coat pocket for her big flashlight, clicked it on, and waved the beam around. The left wall of the lean-to had been shattered by a tree branch that had ridden a gust like a battering ram. Everywhere, snowflakes twisted and spun in glittering arcs, and more snow settled against the outside of the generator. Stupid to feel relieved, but nothing she'd done had compromised the generator. It was that bitch Mother Nature. She was out to kill them all. Who could blame her? A snow shovel hung on the